the forest had been alive, with the sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. Now all was quiet. As the creatures watched the man and wondered why he had come, the man stopped and pointed to a great kapok tree. Then he took the axe he carried and struck the tree. Whack, whack, whack. The sound of the blow rung through the forest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop, chop, chop. The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck. Whack, chop, whack, chop. Soon the man grew tired. He sat down to rest at the foot of the kapok tree. Before he knew it, the heat around the hub of the forest had lulled him to sleep. A boa had lived in the kapok tree. He slithered down its trunk to where the man was sleeping. He looked at the gash of the axe it made it at the tree. Then the huge snake slid very close to the man in his ear.
Senor, this tree is a miracle. It is my home where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
A butterfly flew near the sleeping man's ear.
Yours. Our home is in the kapok tree. We fly from tree to tree and flower to flower, collecting pollen, and this way we pollinate the trees and flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all living things depend on one another.
A troop of monkeys scampered down the canopy of the kapok tree. They scattered to the sleeping man.
Senor, we have seen the ways of man. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another. The roots of these great trees, will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, the soil will be washed away and the forest will become a desert.
A toucan flew from the canopy.
Senor, you must not cut down this tree. We have flown over the rainforest and seen what happens once you begin to chop down the tree. Many people settled on the land. They set fire to clean underbrush. Soon the forest disappears where once there was air life. The only black and smoldering ruins remain.
Some bright and small trees frogs crawled along the edge of the leaves. Their squeaky voices said hi to the man.
Senor, a ruined rainforest means ruined lives. Many ruined lives. You will leave many of us homeless if you chop down this great kapok.
A jaguar had been sleeping along a branch in the middle of the tree. Because his spotted coat blended into the dappled light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed him. Now he leaped down and padded silently over to the sleeping man. He growled in his ear.
Senor, the kapok tree is home to many birds and animals. If you cut it down, where will I find my dinner?
Two tree porcupines swung down from branch to branch and whispered to the man.
Senor, do you know what we animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And Senor, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down the forest, you will destroy that which gives us all life.
An anteater climbed down the kapok tree with her baby clinging to her back. The unstriped anteater said to the sleeping man,
Senor, you are chopping down this tree with no thought for for the future, and surely you know that what happens tomorrow depends on what happens you do about what you do today. The big man tells you to chop a beautiful tree down. He does not think of his own children, who tomorrow must live in a world without trees.
A three-toed sloth had began climbing down from the canopy. When the man first appeared, only now did she reach the ground. Plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man, she spoke in her deep and lazy voice.
Senor, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what would you feast your eyes?
A child from the Yanomama tribe who lived in the rainforest kneeled over the sleeping man. He murmured in his ear, "Senor, when you wake up, please look upon us all with new eyes." The man awoke with a start. Before he stood the rainforest child, and all around him, staring, were the creatures who depended upon the great Kapok Tree. What wonders and rare animals they were. The man looked about and saw the sun jewels amongst the dark green forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air. Suspended from the great Kapok Tree, the man smelled the fragrant perfume of the flowers. He felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, but he heard no sound from the creatures, who strangely silent. The man stood and picked up the axe. He swung back his arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly he stopped. He turned and looked at the animals and the child. He hesitated. Then he dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest.